my goodness.
Look at there.
Good night, nurse. Hey, if you'll get that signed, you probably could sell that for nothing.
Look at that. Cat Osterman's got nothing on that guy right there.
See how I was pulling it in?
I saw. Look at that form.
I was sitting in the what do they call it, the press box,
Mm-hmm.
and they were talking about this little girl that was going to throw out the first pitch. So I'm like, oh, that's cool, just joking and being crazy, as retarded as I am. I said, one day I may be asked to throw out the first pitch. And about 2 seconds later, they're going, come here, come here. I'm like, what's going on? What do you need? What's going on with the official? I walked down there and go, would you throw out the first pitch? And I went, oh, no.
Mm-hmm.
Do I got to throw it underhanded? They said, yes. I'm like, oh, no. Well, I threw a dart.
You said, well, I wouldn't go that far. Action early this week, so why don't we catch everybody up on what's happened so far?
Yeah, and to preface what we were speaking about, I got to throw out the first pitch of the softball game last night. It was pretty fun. I had a good time with the girls. They were excited. I tell you what, a lot of excitement going on in girls softball right now. I love every bit of it. I mean, the girls are excited. They're relaxed. They're comfortable. They're playing well together. You can see unity. You can see a belief in what Coach McGee is doing, and it's fun to go out there and watch. It's really exciting. Kicked off district last night. Glen Rose came to town. They got girls on first and second with no outs on top of the first inning, and I'm going, oh no. And we simply got out of that inning and proceeded to put up 3 runs in the bottom of the first, and played some stellar defense in a night that was extremely windy and ball was blowing everywhere. And Glen Rose is a solid team, and we put the ball in play well and manufactured some runs in the late innings and wound up taking a 8-1 lead in the top of the 7th. Glen Rose put together a couple of hits and scored a couple of runs, but it was too far away for them to come back. And I was just watching when always that first out of that inning is how hardest one to get, especially when you're trying to seal the deal of a game. And our girls never sputtered. They just kept. Those girls were getting base hits. There's nothing you can do when someone gets a base hit. You got to give them credit. Go to the next play. Get outs when you can, and they did. And finished their first game. They're 1-0 in district, and it was fun to watch. Really excited and enjoying what I'm seeing with the girls. And I love their excitement and their enthusiasm. With that comes confidence. With that comes belief and ability and victory. So I look forward to greater things in their run for district champions.
I thought the most impressive thing last night was their defense.
It's solid.
Best they looked probably all season, maybe for a couple of years.
Yeah, I know that we made an adjustment from third to first, flopped some corner positions. The little Caperton girl at shortstop is solid. She's athletic. She can run extremely well. We're good in the outfield. I mean, we made some great plays in left field last night when it would have been easy to drop some balls because the wind was a factor. There's no doubt about it. So we're throwing strikes, and when they put the ball in play, we're making routine plays and getting out of innings, and we're making some pretty special plays. So, and on top of that, what I've noticed, I'm an old baseball guy, so I really love that sports, but we are hitting the baseball. Mm-hmm. I mean, softball, sorry. Those girls are hitting it better than I've seen in the 5 years I've been here. So I tip my hat to Coach McGee and what she's doing and the excitement she's bringing, and there's a lot of enthusiasm with those girls, and just we're excited. I mean, it's an exciting time right now for them, so I look forward to seeing, how we progress through district.
All right. Had a little soccer Monday night, too.
Yeah, our girls traveled to Waco and had a warm-up game before they kick off their by-district run against Godley at Mineral Wells at 5:30 on Thursday, and went to Waco and played Waco Robinson and were victorious 6-0 in that game. Coach Mosqueda was excited about the way the girls played and felt like they were ready to go and warmed up and confident and ready to go win a go ball. So look forward to that happening tomorrow. The girls are in action in Mineral Wells. It's 5:30 against Godley.
Okay. I guess let's talk about what's going on the rest of the week.
All right, let's go. On Thursday, I'm going to leave off the Blue Bonnets because, as you can see, we have a special guest. I'll let him go into that more. But we have girls soccer, by-district soccer, and I messed up. By-district soccer, girls, Mineral Wells, 6 o'clock on Thursday. Boys, by-district soccer, Waco ISD, 5:30 versus Kennedale, both on Thursdays. First day of the Blue Bonnets, which is the small school division. Our girls and boys golf team will go to Abilene, play Diamondback. uh, for a district preview, a good idea, see where we sit with all the opponents in our district. Friday, we'll complete the Bluebonnets with the large school division. That will be our division. We'll have softball and baseball at Glenrose and tennis at Glenrose as well. So looks like we're going to have some activities going on in Glenrose on Friday.
That's right, yeah. Well, another busy week coming up. I guess we can introduce your guest here and start talking a little bit about the relay.
Yeah, Coach Ryan Jackson's our head boys track coach. Got him from Odessa High. I actually met Coach Jackson for the first time at the Bluebonnets last year. He brought a team over. Had an opportunity to get him hired, get him to Brownwood, and, good things have happened for them. Wound up selling their house, finally in Odessa, and have found him a place here in town. He's ready to close on that thing next Monday, I think it is. So I'm excited for him and his family for getting to do that. A guy that's extremely professional. Never have to tell him what to do. He's taken charge. I stress the importance of the Bluebonnets and what it meant to me, what it meant to Dr. Young and our school district and the community about getting it back to where it used to be. Has taken it extremely serious and has done hours upon hours of work to get it where it is, and I couldn't be any more pleased with what he's done. Ask a ton of questions because when you're new at a place, you're having to learn, and I don't know that I could answer all those, but we found ways to get answers. But he's done a phenomenal job of getting that thing organized and set up. I'm excited in the fact that we're going to have some good weather for kids to get out there and run, and Coach Jackson's done a phenomenal job. So I'll give it to him and let him talk about the next couple of days' festivities. Our head track coach, Ryan Jackson.
All right, Coach. Well, I guess first of all, let's kind of start with the schedule and what's going to happen Thursday and
Okay.
Friday.
On Thursday, we have tomorrow we have the Class 1A through 3A meet. We got 24 teams coming in. We have Bangs, Bluffdale, Brady, Campbell, Cherokee, Cross Plains, Dublin, Early, Goldwaite, Gorman, Guston, Huckabee, Lingleville, Lone, Lomeda, Mason, May, Menard, Pretty, San Saba, TLCA Abilene, Veribist, Wall Boys, and Winters.
We'll help him with a couple of those since he's not from here. Gustine
Gustine, okay.
and Very Best. But how about Campbell? Campbell is up there by Commerce, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
Coach, I remember them from a long time ago when I was in that area. They're traveling all the way from north of the Metroplex to come down here and run in the Bluebonnet Relays. That's special. I'm really liking that.
Yeah, he's bringing probably 10 to 15 kids over for the meet tomorrow. So it's going to be a very competitive meet tomorrow. It'll be a long day. But we got a good crew ready to run this meet off. I'm very excited for the opportunity to put this event on. This is an event. I don't know how many years it's been going exactly, but having this opportunity to step in and take charge of something this big and something that means so much to the community and the school district, and it's just an exciting time for me. Very stressful time, but I'm really looking forward to it.
Okay.
Hey, I'd go back a little bit. I'm pretty old, Coach, as you know, but it goes back to way back when I was a youngster and watched Billy Olson pole vault at Gordonwood Stadium in the Bluebonnets. I'll never forget that. Back in the day, they had college in it coming in too. It's pretty cool. But it's been going on for a long time.
Yes, a long time.
And we're excited about what you've done to get it back for sure. Now be quiet and let him go back to doing what he's doing. I'm sorry.
So we'll start at 10:30 tomorrow with the 2 mile, and then field events will start at that time, and then we're hoping to get the running started, about 3:30, 4 o'clock, get that going. And then on Friday we have the big school meet. We have 9 teams coming. We're included in there. We have Abilene Wiley, Belton, and they're bringing 2 JV teams also. Big Spring, Breckenridge Boys, Parker Heights, Lake Belton, Odessa High, Stephenville, and a couple of Hico girls want to compete at the bigger stage on Friday.
Okay.
We've had a couple of schools that have backed out late, even as late as yesterday. So, Coach, a little frustration there, but he's still going and getting things set up and helping people get organized and get registered for all that. So, like I said, it's going to be fun times and good weather.
Okay. Well, how have the Lions looked so far? I know early on you had a couple of meets canceled because of the weather, so how are things progressing?
We're rounding into shape. We've had a couple really good meets the last couple of weeks at Big Spring, right there before spring break. and then we went to Graham on Saturday, which was a really big meet. We competed well. The boys finished 4th out of 19 teams. We've got a lot of sprinters. We have a lot of depth. Missing those 2 meets early, it's going to hurt everybody, but everybody's kind of in the same boat. So as far as where we're at right now, we're looking at, being able to move guys around with some depth in our sprinters and sprint relay, 4x2 relay. We've got some jumpers that are looking really well. Our throwers are getting to where they need to be. So just like in a track season, you're working. All these meets are practices, glorified practices to build up towards that district meet, which we go to Graham here on the 5th and the 6th, 2 weeks away. We'll go to Stephenville next Thursday. But I'm really excited. We're going to have a chance to really compete. We're a little short on some distance guys. I really think that would help. So trying to develop some of those 2-mile guys, 800 guys is, the goal for me, moving forward. That way we can compete for a district championship. But I think we're really going to have a good chance to get a lot of guys to the area meet and to the regional meet, and a couple guys have, relays. A couple individuals have a shot to get to Austin. That's the, ultimate goal in track.
Yeah. Any guys you want to mention, keep an eye on Friday?
Ty Savage, he's running the 200. He finished 4th in the 100 the other day. He's kind of going back and forth running the 1 and the 2, but his 200 is where he is best. Our 4x1 relay with Jordan Nickerson, Aaron Edmonds, Braden Dobb, Jake Jaton, Tice. Obviously, we can mix and match that relay and the 4x2 with those guys. Ike Hall in the triple jump, Logan McKibben in the triple jump. Marcelo Hooker, he's a little banged up right now, but I think we can possibly go maybe 1, 2, 3 in long and triple once these guys get healthy. Jordan's going to jump this week. Quint McCarty in the disc, he's going to have a really good shot to be top 3. Battle with those Stephenville guys. So those are some of the guys that are doing well right now.
Okay. Anything else you want to mention about the relays?
We have some, just shout out to our some of our sponsors, Jacobs Family Pharmacy, Kohler Company, Clark Ranch, Ratliff Steel, Abilene Sales, and Texas Gold Star Real Estate. And then obviously the admin downtown providing us a good amount of money to put this event on. It's not cheap to bring in all these schools and put on the dinner for workers, and we have a lot of volunteers, too many to mention, but we'll be out there for the next couple of days.
We'll mention where we're going right after this at the high school cafeteria.
Yes, at 6 o'clock tonight we'll have the workers' dinner.
We're heading that way in just a minute.
All
Workers'
right.
dinner.
Yeah, if there's food, I know you're going to be there.
It's always tough for me to go and eat because it's a workers' dinner, and I don't know that I'm a worker. I'm just sort of a stand-arounder watcher.
But you're an eater.
But I'm an eater.
There you go.
That's right.
All right. Anything else y'all want to mention about the relays?
I do. I want to give a special thanks to Kevin Bechtel and Natter Dolly, head football coach, head basketball coach at Howard Payne. They're going to have about 20-something kids out there, athletes of theirs, that I basically called and begged. We were in a bind on Thursday. We needed help. Both of them ran to our help and gathered up a bunch of guys. And I thank those guys, those athletes at Howard Payne that are coming to help, man, giving back to us and helping us out at a time where we were in a bind. Coach Jackson and I were scrambling over the break trying to figure out what we can do to fill 12 or 13 spots, and Howard Payne came through very strong. So I again, thank you to Natter Dolly and Kevin Bechtel for offering to help and going and rounding the guys up to help. So we can't give them much, but we can give them a T-shirt to work in. We'll give them all the sausage wraps they can eat. Brett Loudermilk's the man on the pit, and it's good times when the Blue Bonnets show up. When the sun's out, man, and the track's fast, it's fun to be a part of.
That's right. I'll be out there. I'm sure everybody, or a lot of people in town will be out there. It's always a big event. So if everybody has a chance, get out there Thursday, Friday, and check that out. Anything else we need to mention today, Coach?
Yeah, if you have a complaint, I'll give you Coach Jackson's phone number so you can call him and not me. Not really. That's a joke. That's a joke. Everything's going to go well. We better thank those that make this show possible. I'll get back on track. Auto Glass Magic, Bruner Auto Group, Syntex Body and Paint, Syntex Equipment Sales, Citizens National Bank, Dan Hill Containers, Dr. Bond Young, Dr. Pepper Bottling Company, Edward Jones Investments, Hendrick Medical, Howey Enterprises, Humphrey Peets, Heartland Funeral Home, Landmark Admin, MC Bank, Painter & Johnson Associates, Smith & Sharp Agencies, Sonic Drive-In, Stanley Chrysler, Texas Bank, Weldon Wilson Electric, Western Bank, and Willie's Teas.
All righty. We will be back on Monday to recap the relays and everything else that happened here on the Brownwood Lions Coaches Show on KOXE, KOXE.com, the KOXE app, and the KOXE Facebook pages.
Have a great day, Brownwood.